What's up, guys? It's Ben here with the Parisi Speed School, and I have here James Padgett with us, and his athletes were our athletes of the month this month. And I have a couple of questions for him, just to give you a perspective from the parents around here. Okay, so Mr. James, no, I said it, but what kind of progress have you seen Grayson and Reagan and all of your athletes get through?
Okay, first of all, I started all my children. I want to call them my athletes. I've started all my children here. What's the earliest you can start? I know.
7 years old.
Yeah, I started my son when he was 7, and then another one of my daughters when they're 7, and then two of my other ones when they were 11. And I've watched my kids go from, not knowing how to run, not knowing how to decelerate, really weak cores, and not great on change of direction. I've watched them go from that to Division I college athletes. Right now, my 3 oldest children are Division I college athletes. 2 of them will be seniors, one's a junior, and there's no doubt that they've progressed from good high school athletes into amazing college athletes. All 3 of them this past year won conference championships with their respective colleges. My son won back-to-back conference championships with the University of Houston. Baylor University, one of my daughters goes to, they went to the Elite 8 last season, and then my other daughter who plays for the University of St. Thomas, they won their conference championship and went to the national tournament her junior year. So as far as progress goes, we go from a small high school in Sour Lake to major college athletics, and Parisi has a lot to do with that, honestly.
Well, we definitely appreciate their hard work. They give us 110% every time they came in. And we didn't mention this earlier, but they actually still come in sometimes during the summer, train with us.
When they come in, they always manage to get a few classes when they come in for the summer or Christmas break.
Absolutely. So my next one I have for you is, what has Parisi helped y'all with financially?
Okay, well, I don't know about us, but my wife and I has helped us tremendously. My daughter that goes to Baylor receives a full ride there at $60,000 a year to go to Baylor. We don't pay anything. So we pay up front for the Parisi program, and then it just continues to keep giving. My son at University of Houston, I think I pay about $100 to $150 a month for his school. So it's paid for that. And then my daughter at University of St. Thomas, it's $40,000 a year to go there, and I think I pay about $5,000 a year. So there's no way, honestly, and then I have a 13-year-old daughter too who's in high school. There's just no way that I could have afforded to pay for all this. So we made a decision a long time ago when I found out that these kids of mine wanted to be athletes. I told them that they were going to have to work like I did, or they were going to have a college scholarship. And they decided to go for the scholarship. So I researched the best program I could find, and it was Parisi. So it's got my kids an opportunity to live away and experience college.
That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. And one of the last points that I have is, what type of injury prevention have you seen us help with in our program?
Well, in my opinion, next to the finances, probably injury prevention is probably the biggest thing that Parisi can do for any young athlete, or any children in general. Even if you don't want to even play college athletics, or you don't want to be a high school athlete, kids work out, kids play, kids do recreational sports. Parisi teaches children how to decelerate, how to actually stop without injuring yourself. So with my 3 daughters especially, I've realized that if anybody who has females or daughters knows that ACLs and ankles are really big problems with female athletes, because when they decelerate, they normally have weak cores, and it transfers down to their knees and their ankles. So knock on wood, I haven't had any of my 3 daughters with any major injuries. And I think a big thing is that they've developed strong cores. The other thing is they teach you how to go laterally properly. And my son, for example, he's went from an average athlete on his side to side, his lateral movement, to actually a world class, on his quickness, his jumps. So injury prevention is really huge. We've avoided major surgeries, knee injuries, and ankle injuries. So, knock on wood, it could happen anytime. But a strong core is really important.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we're a big, firm believer in that here at the Parisi Speed School. And James, the last question that I have for you is, in your opinion, after having 3 college athletes, what would you recommend to parents with other athletes around this area?
Well, my son plays baseball, and we've always thought that you just take 1,000 swings a day and throw the ball. And with my daughters who play soccer, we always thought that you just kick the soccer ball and you just develop your soccer skills. The one thing I would tell parents right now is if you do nothing else, maintain your Parisi program. It's not something that you enter your child in, you sign up for 6 months, and you get this overnight development. It's not going to work that way. Parisi works overtime. Parisi can be measured, but your child has to buy into the program and the parent has to buy into it. It's a financial investment up front, but what are your kids worth to you, and what is their athletic future worth to you? If you want to invest in it, the one thing I'll tell parents today, quit anything else you want to quit, but don't quit Parisi. Even during season in high school, you must do at least one day a week, possibly a Saturday, just to get in and stretch and
keep the game.
Yeah, because I'm going to tell you right now, I have a middle daughter who's a world-class sprinter. She actually ran first leg on Baylor's 4x1 last year in Eugene, Oregon at the national championships. And, when she started here, she didn't know how to run. She was fast, but her arms were flying everywhere. So the one thing you have to maintain, and the kids have to learn, is how to run. How to run, how to decelerate, and just another thing that people don't focus on is stretching.
Absolutely.
My kids never stretched, and I never stretched until I started watching Parisi. Now I do the Parisi stretch every single day of my life.
Absolutely.
And my college athletes do the Parisi stretch every day of their lives. Still
Wonders.
So,
Absolute wonders.
Yeah, so don't quit the program and don't expect results overnight. It's a long-term investment.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you give us 110%, we give the same back to you,
Yeah.
and that's all we can ask for.
What you get out of the program is what you put into it.
Absolutely.
It's not a place to send your kid to, for somebody to babysit them for an hour.
Absolutely.
It's a result-oriented program. Probably, and I've had my son train everywhere. I've taken him to Lake Charles to train. I've looked every other place to train a kid. There's no other program like this,
Awesome.
in my opinion.
Awesome. I'm very honored to hear that, and
It's the truth.
We definitely appreciate it, Mr. James. So, like I said, this is our athlete of the month, Dad, Mr. James Padgett, and we couldn't ask anything more from him. So, we appreciate it, guys, and we hope to see y'all soon.